So hi everyone, my name is Galia Magen and I'm from Israel. I'm the manager of Start Cup, the Israel National Youth Startup Championship. This program has been going on for 8 years already, and its goal is to give the students the opportunity to experience the world of entrepreneurship by coming up with an idea in any field that they are interested in. During the competition, the students promote their idea by working with mentors from the high-tech and startup world. After shaping their ideas, they also learn to present it to leading venture capital funds in Israel that examine their idea for a startup. The first stage of the competition is creating one-pager. We're helping the students to do so with our website that has all the information they need. We're also having online mentoring meetings where the students can discuss their ideas with expert mentors and get professional feedback on their work. And to get the participants to really understand what it means to be part of the tech innovation, we're doing events in tech companies. We have a total of 3 stages: the one-pager, then the semifinals, investors' presentations, and the finals, 15 teams that present their pitch to the judges. The first place will win support to develop their project in the amount of $25,000. Right now, we are preparing for the finals, and the teams that you're going to see today are waiting to hear if they're a part of the finals. But before that, I want to present the winners of last year's championship, Eyal Dishi with his group, Ozzy's Project.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. Is it shared? Can you see the screen? The full
we
screen?
can see.
Ozzy's,
yes,
can you
we
see
can.
Ozzy's?
Please go ahead.
Stunning. Thank you so much. Is Eyal on? Can you hear Eyal?
Can you hear me? Or can you
Yes,
hear my heart pounding?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. I'm so excited to be here. And here is Mayan. She's my mentor, and Ozzy is my CEO. And we're about to tell you about Ozzy. But first, I must tell you the story of Danielle, my other CEO. She received a grade of 46% in the science exam. In the night before this exam, she didn't sleep well. 2 days before this exam, she had a computer science test, while at the same time, she had to finish an assignment in Hebrew and submit a paper in English. Danielle is in the theater department, student council. She didn't even meet friends the entire week. What are the odds that she will succeed like this? When she arrived at the exam, she was exhausted, tired, and unfocused. Because she is an honorary student, there is an expectation to manage time perfectly. But in reality, her head is full. She is not planned. She is mainly under pressure to finish. In the test of investment versus the result, she remains frustrated, which affects her self-esteem, worth, and confidence. And it turns out she's not alone. Like Danielle, 63% of high school students in Israel feel they don't understand the material. They don't have enough time to study. 72% struggle with what to tackle first. We are racing without knowing the direction to go. And at the end of high school, we will face challenges, tackling them with low self-belief and the feeling that grades define who we are. Our grades are low, despite parents pouring money into private teachers. Do we really have all the tools to succeed in this environment? Is it all dependent just on the teacher, the class, the school? From a research we conducted, we learned that if you organize, synchronize, and prioritize tasks, in addition to correct and effective use of tailored resources for your needs and age, you will get the desired results you're looking for. You will also be able to influence self-confidence, worth, and self-belief. All this helps 3 audiences: students struggling with learning organization, parents, and educational institutions that understand the importance that acquiring tools for success. Meet OSIS, the solution that aims to improve effectiveness and self-worth in the learning experience. It's a platform containing the required content for students, adapting it to the students' knowledge and abilities so they can integrate learning into their lives. It allows access to filtered information sources from across the web, shared learning aids, such as study groups and one-on-one tutoring, Additionally, as the supported learner improves his performance, he accumulates points for desired products and services provided by various companies and suppliers. All this is in the educational tools market, valued at $5.2 trillion a year, with an annual growth of 15%, in a market with strong players like Mashov, Monday, Google Classroom, Outlook, and more. But we relieve pressure through collaborative resource management. Public and private educational institutions will be the main revenue centers, while parents and private educators will be the secondary revenue centers. So, how does it work? After entering the student-specific data, such as required material, objectives, the, the tasks he has to do, the dashboard generates a general picture showing the given situation, what subject and task he has to prioritize. So how much time is required for each task. What else has he learned to learn in time frame he defined? At any given moment, the user can access the social network, task search, information database, task logs, and immediate response. In a chat with the bot, he can also find supporters like existing study groups, discussions, available facilitators, and databases from across the web. The app synchronizes between the students' various activities and calculates the time left until the exam or submission. And according to his knowledge and abilities, he distributes content until the deadline in portions he can handle. All this today requires an initial investment for development, pilot, and marketing worth 890,000 Israeli shekels. Currently, we are working with OneBit on the construction and improvement of the prototype with an investment of 100,000 Israeli shekels, and we will compare it against the rejections that will occur in the pilot. Our goal is to empower teenagers with self-confidence, a sense of personal ability, and grades that reflect their real capabilities, and to create hope for the youth, parents, and educational institutions alike. OSIS is the personal coach that makes every user the master of his own time. The youth have goals too. What more do they need? Together, we will make the youth's dream a goal achieved. Thank you for hearing.
Great
Thank
job,
you very
Jan.
much. It was very nice, interesting, impressive. Sam,
Very nice.
do you want to ask them anything?
Yes. For me, this to start with, this is very, very impressive. And I love the caption, goodbye to stress. So my question is this. Since this is like an app that helps students, you said it helps students to sync their activities. So I really want to know, how do you try to manage students staying on course while on your app so that they don't get distracted?
We'll do it by first promising a reward, which is the points they accumulate for upgrading themselves and improving. They receive points, which is kind of an incentive. It's the carrot. And also, the app releases dopamine to the brain, which keeps you on it for as long as time as you need.
Focus.
And also, there is the huge source of the huge library of content. So you won't go to the book. You can just open it in the app or the web. So you will stay on the platform for as long as possible to create engagement.
Amazing. Well done.
I want to add, first of all, thank you so much. I just want to add the main goal is the main issue is that we found out that the teenagers get their marks, but only because they are stressed. Their action according to the stress. That's what we found out. So our job or our aim was to actually minimize the stress. And how we do that? By showing them where are their resources, by means of time, by means of capabilities, by means of study resources, and by means of their friends. And that's the power of OSIS.
In addition to what Mayan just said, we also learned that up to 20% of the students' grade is because he didn't like you. The the part is missing is because he didn't learn before it. Ben, even if he didn't know, if he didn't know there was an exam, he didn't know where to prepare, what on, he thought he was above the point he needs, and it turns out he was wrong. All that is about 20% of the student's grade. We aim to eliminate that, to give him the one that affects, that represents his real capabilities, and not the ones that replace his grade.
Amazing.
I have a
That's
question and
quite
a
impressive.
suggestion.
Yes, Sam, please.
Okay, my first question is, are you going to maybe put more languages on it? Because I saw on the pictures it was only that language, like English,
People.
Filipino, and more languages.
Absolutely.
Of course, our main goal is to get to everywhere, which is kind of requires every language. As long our audience is globally, it's a really big problem for most of the world. So of course we're going to move to add as many languages as we possibly can.
Okay, my suggestion is that you make a separate game, or maybe you contact a game, and so that those points you get from doing your studies, you can use it on that game.
We can also incorporate the game in this. It's actually a good mechanism if you think about it.
That's
Yes,
great.
I use this
Thank you.
homeschooling website before. I think it was called MovieMax. Basically, after you've studied, after you studied and got a lot of points and got a lot of time, you can go to their game section and use those points to play games.
I have to stop you because we have many presenters from this Start Cup. How do you call it?
Oh, it's
Startup.
Start Cup
Yes.
Championship. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's so
Galia, can I just add just one more thing? Just one more
Yes,
thing.
sure.
That's it. First of all, we won last year. This year was, I'm sure you guys know, Israel is a little bit under something stress, and these kids that you're seeing right now are the main high school that was attacked, and they were the kids that after 3 weeks, people said to the education department said, come on, let's go to school. And these kids did not want to go to school. They were under attack. And the one thing that kept them going, and that's the main issue for innovation and startups, they decided to carry on with this startup. For the past 7 months, they've been working with a company called One Beat, that they decided that they're going to work and teach them and develop with them the app. So this is for every single day, for 2 hours a day, 7 kids are working on their app. So education is amazing, but innovation, entrepreneurship was in their heart. And that's what kept them going. So I just want to let you know that they are working full out about the startup.
And may I add on something on what Mayan just said? The part about
we have to continue to the next one because we don't have
have
enough time.
10 seconds. For example, I wasn't in my house for the last 6 months. It's been unbelievably difficult to come back again, and one of the main things that kept me going was Mayan. So thank you here. I say it to you literally every day, but this platform is bigger.
Honestly, thank you to your team. Thank you so much for making the world a better place. I can only imagine the work that's gone into this. This is quite impressive. Keep hope alive, keep working, keep up the entrepreneurship spirit, and trust me, Israel will be peaceful by God's grace. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Galia, you will present the next one.
Yes, so now we have Shachar Zuckerman with his project called Be Active.
One second, I'm gonna share screen. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So hello everyone, I'm Shachar, and today I'm going to present to you me and my partner's startup, Be Active. Unfortunately, my partner Nadav couldn't make it today, so I'll be presenting it on my own. So as I said before, my name is Shachar. I'm 15 years old. I'm 15 years old and I love playing video games. But a few years ago, I was really addicted to them. It got to the point where I couldn't stop playing, even if I wanted to, and my average screen time was 8 hours a day. Today, screen addiction is a very common problem, and I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, are facing it, and that includes kids. So think about how hard for them to deal with it is. Kids in elementary school spend an average of 5 hours a day on the screen, and that number only grows with them. Even though the amount of time kids spend on the screen is huge, it's not surprising, considering the fact that most apps today try to keep them engaged for as long as possible, fueling their addiction. Currently, there isn't a solution to screen addictions that actually motivates the kids to get off the screen. Screen addiction also has a lot of negative effects, such as higher chances of depression and anxiety, sleep deprivation, obesity, social isolation, and much, much more. That's why it's so important to deal with it, especially at such a young age. So what will Be Active do? Be Active will use positive feedback to motivate the kids to get off the screen and pursue a productive activity, unlike the current solutions, which use negative feedback to force the kids off the screen, and that's very counterproductive because it causes kids to get sad, upset, and want to be on the screen even more. So how will we get them off the screen and get them to engage in productive and meaningful activities, such as household activities like cooking and cleaning the house, learning activities such as reading, physical activities like playing games and meeting up with friends, and so on. Be Active will reward points for every activity that the kid completes. With those points, the kids will be able to buy big prizes that will actually motivate them to get off the screen and complete productive activities. Now, how would we be able to afford these prizes? When the parents sign up for the app, they will choose how much money they would like to deposit into their child's account. That money will be used to buy prizes for the kids, so the kids can purchase prizes up to the amount of money that was deposited into their account. On the screen, you can see what the app will look like. It will have an activity section, in which the kids can choose from a variety of different activities, which ones they would like to complete, and how many points they will get for it. And on the right of the screen, you can see the prize shop, where a variety of different big prizes are offered, such as a kid's meals at McDonald's and the ticket to the water park. And those prizes can be bought with points the kids earned. The app will have two different interfaces, one for the parents and one for the child. The kid will be able to choose which activities he would like to complete and what prizes he would like to buy. On the other end, the parents will be able to view data about their child's screen time, the activity their child has completed, the prizes they bought, and the amount of money left in the account. They will also be able to choose which prizes and activities are offered to their child. Now, will parents actually be paying for that kind of product? So, me and Nadav went ahead and asked 200 different parents what do they think. As you can see, 87% of them were willing to pay for a solution that will significantly decrease their child's screen time. And 64% of those parents were willing to pay more than $15 a month for a solution. And then 37% of them were willing to pay more than $30 a month for a solution. That leaves a very big market to work in. Currently, there isn't any direct competition to Be Active, since on the market, there isn't really an app that does what Be Active does. But there are some indirect competition from apps that tend that advertise to the same audience, such as Castudio, Be Present, and Family Link. Castudio is an app that controls and limits your child's phone use and monitors his activity on it. For example, it monitors his messages and calls and updates the parents on his location at all times. Be Present is an app that tries to help its user to decrease their screen time. It does this by giving them a specific period in which they shouldn't use their phone. If the user can manage to not use their phone during this period, they can earn a small reward, like a 10% discount at a shop of their choosing. And finally, Family Link is an app designed to monitor and limit your child's screen time. Inside it, you can see how long your child has been on the screen and what he has been doing. As you can see, Be Active and Be Present are the only apps who use positive feedback to decrease the user's screen time, since they don't force them off the phone. Be Active is also the only app that offers an actual alternative to the screen, since it offers productive activities to do instead and doesn't just tell you to get off the screen. It's also the only app that helps you build healthy habits, since it showcases a variety of fun activities. Children are bound to find one they like and continue doing it outside of the app. All the apps do provide important data to the parent or the user about the user's screen time, like how long they've been on their phone and what they've been doing. Finally, Be Active is the only app that's actually fun and engaging for the kid, since it offers a variety of different big prizes and gives motivation to complete different activities that the child will enjoy. As you can see, most apps today use negative feedback to force the kids off the screen and leave them very mad and upset, and that's very inefficient. So, what are the developing process for the app? As you can see, our first milestone will be finishing up the product, defining it, and getting the final solution ready, and asking the users what they want the product to be, how they want us to develop it. We approximate that will cost us $16,000 and take about 4 months. The second step will be recruiting investors to invest in Be Active. We think that step will take about 6 months and only cost $4,000. The third step will be developing and designing the app. We think that will be the longest step. It will take 1 year and cost about $120,000. The fourth step will be building a significant user base by advertising the app. We think that will take about 3 months with a big advertising campaign that will cost about $40,000. And finally, the fifth and final step will be finding business partners. We think business partners that will excel Be Active forward and they will sell for us the prizes for a cheaper price. So we can even give more prizes for less money. We think that step will take around 4 months and cost around $10,000. Thank you all so much for listening. And thank you, Galia, for this opportunity. And thank you, Gift, for giving me a platform. Any questions?
You're welcome. Just one question because we have other representatives, okay?
Only one question.
Yes.
Okay, my dad has actually used a lot of apps to try to get me off the screen because when the pandemic hit, I was also homeschooling, so I was on the computer a lot. So my question is, how are you going to get the kid from just hacking the system? Like what I did, definitely not proud of it, but I go on my dad's computer when he's at work. I give myself maybe 100 hours of screen time the same. I think Microsoft Family app. So yeah, how are you going to prevent that?
Okay, so the parents will have one interface where they can log in with a password and make sure you as the kid can cheat your way through. I've also done that. And you as the kid will probably won't try to cheat the system since you get like activities and you get points for them. So you see an activity, you do it, and you get points. And with those points, you can buy a prize, like you can go to the water park for free, right? It's like pocket money you get from your parents in your view. Okay, but you have to work for it. And then that leaves you and the parents happy.
I also thought about that because Microsoft, it just blocks you. It doesn't give you anything. It just makes you feel sad. It makes you feel angry. It makes you want to try to hack the system. So that's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, exactly. Most apps today for limited screen time use negative feedback. And my parents have also
negative
done it
feedback.
for me, and it really doesn't work.
It's
Hey,
positive.
Shahar, thank you so much. You can stop sharing now. And the next ones are
They are here, Yali, Golan.
Hey,
Yali. Yes.
hey,
Yali, are
we're
you
just
ready?
trying to scream. Okay. I have some technical issues, but can you see my screen?
No.
No.
Wait.
Not yet.
I have just 2 phones, so. Oh, it's not allowing me. Wait, okay, I will have to close my video so I could share my screen.
Okay. Oh,
Sorry. Okay. Hello to everyone. I'm Yali Golan. I'm 16.
Just a minute. If
your
we can
screen.
see, if you can make it that we will see you, it would be better because later
No,
we
I
will.
can't.
You can.
Wait, maybe I can.
Yali, maybe we'll go to the next one, and meanwhile you'll share your
No, it's okay.
presentation with me, and I will share the presentation. Okay?
It's okay. Here.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. So let's see who the other one. Just a minute.
Why? I'm ready.
You ready? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can see my screen, right?
but we
No.
don't see you.
Not yet. Not yet. We can't see your screen.
We can't
Not
see your
yet.
screen. Yali,
Okay,
share
okay.
the. Okay, let's go
No,
to
no,
the
no.
next
Yeah, I'm
one.
fixing it. I'm fixing it.
Please, can we
Wait.
just give him time? Can we give him time? Just
I'm fixing it. Wait.
really.
You can see me. You can see me now?
Yes,
But we can't see
Okay.
your screen.
I see it, Galia. I can see screen.
I can't.
Don't you see family?
I can't see.
I think it's the.
No.
Yes, I can't
I'm
see
with
myself.
I'm with two phones.
I can't see a screen, but
But if you can
if
see
you can see it, that's fine.
the phones can see it, so it's fine. Please just go ahead, Yali. Go ahead.
You can see my screen, right?
I see it. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, start.
So today
Go
I'm going
ahead.
to
Go ahead.
today I'm going to present you my project, my startup project called Family. So a little bit about myself. I'm Yali Golan, 16 from Israel. We have 4 young entrepreneurship member in our team. I'm the CEO and founder. And okay, so in the last 2 weeks, I was in a family vacation in Georgia, in which it was really fun, beautiful nature. But was one thing that was a little bit during this vacation. It was the smartphone, this device. Like Shachar presented before, we have the same problem. So I will move it. While we was in Georgia, we drove a lot and had a lot of it in the car. And all the time, my brother and sister was stuck in their phone, and it was a little bit annoying and destroying the family vacation. And it didn't end in the car. It's also been going to the hotel. Instead of being together as a family, doing family activity, we all the time were, everyone just went to his room and watched his favorite TV show. My parents did try, they tried to stop us being so much in the screen. It didn't work. It's all the time end up with a fight, and it just showed me how this problem is really significant and big, and how our solution is going to and how essential is our solution. So like Nadav said before, not Nadav, never mind. The Be Active, we have the same, it's kind of funny, we have the same problem, but 2 different solutions. So my solution is app for the family, that it's taking a bunch of tools, like example, Family Link, Family Control, Calendar, Chat, and 3 more innovator tools that use AI. The application is very simple and unique for the family. In one hand, we have tools that restrict the screen time or an application that harm the child. But in the other hand, we are giving an alternatives that I'm going to talk about them later. Like I said, we're taking a bunch of tools that existed, for example, Calendar, Chat, Drive, AI, and the Family Link, for example. But we also adding 3 new tools that I'm going to talk about them that give alternative for screens. So the first innovation, like I said, is to combine those applications together, those tools together to one application for the family. The second innovation is to help bonding in the family with and reduce screen time by introducing a family activity into the daily routine. I will explain talking about it later. And the third one is we have an alternative for we're giving alternative for low quality content such as TikTok. And the last one, we're giving an advice for parent about the family challenges. So those are the tools that we're combining. It's a tool that existed, for example, family control, it's like a family link. Calendar, it's Google Calendar. Calls could be like some like WhatsApp, and album like Drive. We combine them in one application that we actually branding it for the family, make it accessible for the family, and everything in one, all in one. For example, family control is you can see the data on the child. For example, if he's a lot of time in the screen, you can limit his time, by application. You can limit his TikTok, you can limit harming content. And calendar, you can have a lot of like say you can have like an organization of the family. For example, if we're going to a family dinner together, so everyone will know that. A chat. Why we need a chat in this application? So it will be more intimate or more special for the family. That different from WhatsApp, it will be more intimate, and albums. So everyone could upload the family gallery. So you will remember all of the good moments together. So Family Fun, our second innovation. Family Fun is an AI tool that's help the family the family bonding. How are you doing it? He's suggesting by analyzing data from outside and inside the family. For example, weather or location, with informational data from the calendar or personal preference. You're doing it by pop-ups, a quiz, a short quiz to the parents, and he ask them a couple of questions, and with that he building a family activity, so it could add it to the family schedule. Very easy and very comfort. This technology is new and there is no competition for that. Our third innovation is called Family Forum. Family Forum is an alternative for content in the screen for children. We're doing it by it's a parents network that the parents can upload content that they find educational, and they upload it like a post, and other parents can rate it, and if they want, they can click and push it to the child application. And when you open the phone, you can just scroll and find the content that his parents recommended him. So in one hand, we in family control, we limit their time, limit their applications such as TikTok. We don't want the child to watch harm content. But in the other hand, we give him a high quality content as an alternative for that. The last innovation is called Parents Assist. It's a AI assist that help the parents with the everyday struggling with parenting. So if the parents have any question, like for example, any situation that happened in the family, you can ask the AI and it will answer. In addition to that, there is a frequently asked questions. For example, if the parents want to, can everyone hear me? Sorry, if the parents want to know
Yes, we can hear you. You need to wrap it up. Okay.
How to make his child to read a book, for example, and we're building it on an AI on an open source LLM model, and I have no time to explain it more, but I will keep. This is the gallery of the application that I designed. So a little bit about partnership. In a family, we believe that partnership with Google will make our product much. It will help us to get as many families in the world, and also we want to amplify it to the Google Apps groups and the ecosystem. Like I said before, we're going to take tools that already exist and put it inside the application. For example, Google Calendar or Family Link, we're going to put it inside it. So if we would have a partnership with them, we could actually amplify it. So a little bit about the market. In family, after research, we got to a number of over 30 million families that fit our exact target in the US. I said that we're going to reach them within Google, if Google will help us to reach so many, to reach all of these families. And the market size is, it's not, it's like, there is no market size, but there is the global parent control market size that is estimated in 2022 of $2.7 billion with annual growth of 12.1, like you can see in Zion Market Research showed. So we have a lot of markets, but this is the main one.
Gali, thank you so much. We just need to
Galia,
go.
but I have 10 minutes and
Galia, give him, because we have an issue
not
here.
fair
We don't
because
have a
the
host
first
to
one.
promote.
Okay.
And a little bit about the competition. Like you can see, there is no real competitor of us. We're doing much more than all of them. And a little bit about the business model, freemium. Just there is a payment method and there is basic free. The payment unlock advanced features. About the expectation of revenue and users, we're expecting in 2032 in 2031 a base user of 40 million families, and that's based on research that we did. We have two main earning method. One is the advertising, and the second one is subscription payment, annual payment. You can see here that by the estimate, we will reach over $320 million in revenue in 2031 by this number of users. Stepstone, like I said, I mean, startup competition. I did all of the business model, market research, investment presentation. The next step is to build the MVP, the prototype, and then filling patents that will give us the way to the second part, which is a partnership with Google, that they will help us funding, and then we could make our beta and then finish product. Thank you very much. I would love to hear some questions. I did it in 7 minutes.
Thank you, Gali. Thank you, Ali. Well done.
You have
I
questions?
don't have any questions, but just to encourage you, no, I don't have a question. Just to say well done to what you're doing. I think the family album will really help to keep memory alive, aside from even improving the bonding time of the family members. It will also help to keep family history alive. Well done, and keep up the good work.
Thank you very much.
In fact, I would like to add two comments, please. One is, while you're trying to remove people from the screen, your problem is screen time and children and time spent.
Yeah. So Nadav was actually talking about the harming of the child. I'm actually talking about the harming of the family, and of course, it's also affect the child if in the family there is more activity, less screen. Also, the child is benefit from that.
I know, I do understand that. My comment though was that this app, if it is being used by the family, is going to send the family back to the screen.
Yeah,
because
right. This is
looking at the screen.
Frequently.
That's the one comment I want to make. Is there an alternative to perhaps producing practical examples of where you can get the family bonding, not using a screen?
Okay, I must just take it for and think about it, because
Wait,
we must
I want to answer
the next...
a question.
Okay, do it short.
So yeah, like you said, it's a reasonable question, but it's more management. The application is more management. It's not meaning that the family will be more in the screen. It's actually opposite, because if the application can make you an alternative for the screen, for example, a family trip or thing like that. so you will be less in the screen. And the phone is really a central tool to help that, and it's the best way to attack the problem from inside.
Okay, thank you so much, Yali. And we don't have a lot of time, so we'll go to the next ones. Avital and Danielle with their project Nebula U.
Okay, thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you.
Avital, are you ready? We can't hear you, so unmute yourself.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Are
you presenting something? אתם מציגות? Are you presenting?
Yes.
I can't see it. I don't know why, but I can't see the present. Oh, now. Okay. Yes. Okay.
So, hey, my name is Avital, and I am working with Danielle. If you have any questions, please ask them at the end of our presentation, because we have ADHD. Danielle and I are 10th grade students from Kiryat Ata in Israel. We created a platform for students, what I will talk about today, but because I have no choice, I will tell you first how we entered the startup world. The story of Nebula began back in 2022, when I was asked to think about a project for a young investor program, which was coordinated by Google, but this project was closed. Over time, I developed the idea strong and got the chance to present the project in cyber community to be held in Israel by Saitefa. But this project was also closed, and we decided it was not worth investing in young inventors and youth. With all the frustration and sadness, I didn't give up. On one fine day, I received a message from the South Wind, invite me to join Start Alpha project in 2023. Still, with incubator was also closed. Given the time, I saw what the idea had a high chance and a lot potential in the world. I decided to add Danielle, and after a while, we signed up and started practicing in StartCup.
Currently in StartCup, we're in the semi-final stage. We've made it to this stage due to the investor presentation that I will be quoting a bit. Nowadays, many students around the world don't get the proper answer for their studying. The current education system prevents many kids to grow by themselves and expand their way of thinking. Every student has a different and unique way of thinking. Some think in visual, some in words, and some in other ways. From our research and experience, we can conclude that students who suffer from this problem tend to be disruptive during classes, as a result of which they don't find employment in classes, and the system doesn't provide them on their own and their classmates to the appropriate tools to support them. Turning it towards the school surrounding, nowadays we turn towards the school surrounding, and in the future we want to help everyone who would like to study something new. The idea of Nebula U is to create a safe and comfortable surrounding for students and easier workplace for teachers. The platform of Nebula U teaches by games. We have proved with market research that games help the one who studies with memory, with the amount of time spent, and with the UX, user experience. That's basically it.
Thank you so much, Danielle and Avital. We have to go on to the next ones. So Ido and Yuval, are you ready?
Just a minute, I'll promote them. They are together.
Yes.
Hello?
Okay, good. We can hear you.
Hear
So
us?
yes,
Right.
we can hear you. So you can share your screen now.
Yeah. Share the screen. 1 sec. There it is. You see it?
Yes.
Yes.
All
You can
right. So
Yes.
we can start. All right. Hello. We are Yuval and Ido, two 17-year-old students from Israel, and today we are presenting CodeBuddy, an innovative code learning platform that utilizes artificial intelligence to make coding easier and more accessible for everyone. Slide here. Some resources suggest dropout rates among programming learners are as high as about 60%.
This isn't just a number. It represents millions of dreams abandoned and countless innovations left undiscovered. The reasons for this are the 3 barriers of learning to code.
So 3 barriers are mostly that it is very complex. The learning environments have many redundant features that are overwhelming for beginners. There's many buttons and many tabs and windows. Setting up is very hard. You have to pass a steep learning curve in order to know how to set up everything, what the environment is, how to create your own developing environment. And possibly the biggest problem is that the learning process isn't personal. Most courses and environments are made for the masses, not for the specific user.
So what is the solution? The solution is CodeBuddy, an AI-powered learning platform that creates a unique experience tailored for each individual user, with a minimalistic and intuitive interface that requires zero setup. CodeBuddy allows for beginners and the inspired to jump into coding instantly, making learning accessible for everyone, all while having an AI assistant guides you along the way. CodeBuddy also tracks and analyzes your progress, building a user profile that lets the AI help better and adapt to each user's learning curve.
So the market for something like this, at least in educational technology, is really quite huge. It grows by 13% year over year, expected to reach 661 billion by 2032. It means that there's lots of space to grow here, lots of potential. And really there's a market for this and there's space for us in this market. And our strategy to get to the market is to adopt a almost freemium kind of model where we build a large user base of students through providing free but limited access to our product, prompting educational institutions to adopt our full-featured platform that also allows their students or users to have basically unlimited access to all of our features.
And as we have a working prototype, most of our milestones are about building the community and the platform about our project and to reach the other audiences such as schools and big educational institutions.
Yeah, so if anyone has any questions, we have a form at the end, but since we're doing a Zoom here now, we can answer questions right here.
Thank you, Yuval and Ido. We don't have time now for questions. We have to go to the next one. So the next one will be Amit. You can stop.
I don't see Amit here at the attendees. I see Yedidia. Maybe he's with Yedidia.
No.
So I don't see Amit.
Amit Pesach is in the, he's already in the panelist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's already there. So Amit, can you share?
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. So hello everyone. My name is Amit Pesach, and I'm glad to be here today and present you my project, Synthetic Tree. Okay, so what are we going to discuss today? First of all, I will tell you a little bit about myself. Then we will see which problem Synthetic Tree is going to solve and how, the problem and the solution. After this, we will go through Synthetic Tree's customers and uniquenesses, and in the end, I will tell you about Synthetic Tree's market. So let's start. Who am I? As you already know, my name is Amit Pesach. I'm the CEO and the founder of Synthetic Tree. I'm an 8th grade student in Israel, and on my way, I have experience with entrepreneurship. Environmental quality has been a subject dear to my heart since I was a little child, and it is important to me to influence and see how can I help the planet. That is the reason I started Synthetic Tree, to help the world with a major problem, air pollution. Now, you're surely wondering why the number 99 is here, and I will explain. 99% of the world's population breathes air that exceeds the standards of the World Health Organization. That means almost everyone in the world breathes bad air. But it's not just bad air. In recent years, air pollution is linked to 1 in 10 deaths worldwide. The World Health Organization declared air pollution is similar to other risks such as unhealthy diet and tobacco smoking. And the Thai government encouraging civilians to move work from home because of the air pollution. And even this is not everything. 7 million. That is the number of deaths air pollution causes every single year. And the damage of air pollution to the economy is $5 trillion every single year. Nitrogen oxide, NOx, and volatile organic compounds, VOX, are major pollutants. They are emitted from combustion, transportation, and industry. They are toxic to humans, and they damage the respiratory system, the blood circulation, the eyes, and they can even cause long-term risks such as cancer. Failure to act could make the life of millions of people all over the world more difficult and endanger the existence of the future generations. Synthetic Tree is here to treat the NOx and VOX pollution. Our solution to this problem is Synthetic Tree. Synthetic Tree is a three-dimensional sheet that effectively removes pollutants from the air. The sheet is made out of silicone and coated with a special material that breaks down NOx and VOX. Materials like this have been used just to coat two-dimensional surfaces, but by using the third dimensional, I managed to add much more surface area to my sheet, and in that way to increase the efficiency of each unit area. This Synthetic Tree is flexible and has a sticky back to ensure easy installation and its resistance to the weather conditions. It would be able to work for several years, and it will be deployed near pollution resources like factory chimneys, roadblocks, light poles, cow farms, and many more. With the help of the deployment, near the sources of the pollution can be broken down as it releases into the air, thus allowing more efficient breakdown of pollutants. Synthetic Tree will be a significant link in the fight against climate changes and air pollution, and may serve a platform for a host of new developments, such as organisms or other materials. Now, the project is in the developing stage, but I already have some amazing numbers to show you from there. One average car that meets the Euro 6 standards, the newest standards of the European Union about car pollution, emits about 1,000 grams of NOx a year. An average tree removes about 10 grams of NOx a year. That means 100 trees remove the same amount of NOx that one car emits. 1 square meter of synthetic tree that's working just on 40% efficiency would be able to remove the same amount of NOx that 12 cars produce. 12 cars. We have in synthetic tree 3 types of main customers: countries, cities, and farmers. Countries like the countries of Western Europe, Scandinavia, and North America are very aware to climate changes and working on a variety of measures to slow it down. They will invest in purchasing synthetic tree to meet their climate goals and reduce the damage that air pollution causes to their economy. Big cities like New York, London, and Tel Aviv, and more big cities like the cities from the C40 Cities Organization will invest in buying synthetic tree because those cities are working together to protect the environment with the help of technology. My product can be perfect for them, efficient, innovative, and affordable. Many farmers working on countries that closing farmers' job because they're working on routine industries like Netherlands. Farmers from those places will invest in purchase synthetic tree to reduce their pollution and save their jobs and livelihoods. Synthetic tree uniquenesses are price, efficiency, and installation. Synthetic tree has 9 times more active surface area per square meter of surface. Unlike other products, when you have to apply several layers of coating on the required surface and dry them with hard work, my product is flexible and has a sticky back. All you need to do to install it is peel off a sticker from the back of it and stick it in desired shape, what take just a couple of seconds. And the price of my product is affordable and it's designed to last several years. The market we are working on is huge and has significant amount of money in it. Let me show you. In the graph now, you can see the total investment of the OECD countries in 2021 alone in project of dealing with climate changes and air pollution. And you can see just Japan alone invested more than $9 billion in projects like this. And now you can see the total investment from 2021 from the last graph, but now divided to sectors. And you can see what I'm interested in, infrastructure, is in the first place. So as you saw in the previous graphs, a lot of countries investing in dealing with climate changes and air pollution. Here are 3 examples from the last years about investings in the topic from other countries. Germany invested in 2017 €1 billion in improving air quality in the cities, exactly what my product does. The UK invested £110 million in improving road infrastructure and technology to deal with NOx, exactly what my product does again. And lastly, my country, Israel. Israel invested in 2022 and 2024 755 million new shekels to reduce air pollution and in air cleaning projects. So, as you saw, this market is huge and I have a lot of money in it. 2030 is approaching by leaps and bounds, and with it, the climate goals of many countries. The amounts invested in this topic are growing and growing, and this is exactly the time to enter this market. I will finish with the words of Barack Obama. He once said, "Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek." I am Amit Pesach, and I bring you synthetic tree today. The change starts now. Thank you very much for listening. And
thank you, Amit. This was
That
great.
was an amazing presentation.
Thank you very much. It was really impressive.
That was an amazing presentation. Well done. I actually have one question for you. During your presentation, you mentioned that your price is very, very affordable. So I would like to know, I'm curious, what's the cost price like?
1 square meter of synthetic tree would cost about 100 euros. Dollars, sorry.
100 what?
$100. This is the price of square meter.
Okay, all right.
Okay, thank you very much. Galia, thank you very much. They were all impressive and you can be proud of them.
I am proud of them, and I hope we can continue and make it global championship and, you know, invite everyone to participate and be part of the Israel celebration of innovation.
Okay, thank you.
Well done. This startup is an amazing one. Keep up the good work.